Before we get absolutely shit-faced, I'd like to remind everybody that this podcast contains two very pissed-up gays of their opinions, rants and raves in life, and overall explicit content which we know you will love. Everyone and anyone is welcome to this podcast, so strap yourselves in, pour yourself a large one, down it just like us, and pour another, and let's get this going and read between the wines.
Love me. Oh yeah. All my friends are gay. All my friends are gay. I mean, I laugh with them, I cry with them, darling. You know, Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. Oh, it's fantastic, darling. He can fill me in on David and Liza. He can scream with me when Valentino comes up with a new flip-flop. Oh, darling. Personal shopper for life.
Can I just say it's taken nearly 40 episodes to have an ab-fab quote at the start.
Indeed, yeah, it has.
What a travesty that this podcast is without an ab-fab quote. I'm right, am I? There's not been...
Actually, no, there has been one when we chose our favourite, when our political parties. You had Eddie Monsoon. Yeah, but then you had Patsy.
But there was there a sound?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I had to fact check that one, but I don't think
listeners
there
are going to
was.
have to fact check us for us.
I don't think there was, but anyway, yeah, that's quite the travesty that there's been no Edina Monsoon.
But now we've corrected it.
We have, yeah. It's taken this fucking long to do it. Yeah, we're back.
Yes, we're back.
New episode, new week.
Here we are again.
Let's get this show on the road again.
Yeah, maybe let's not swear yet.
Well, what would this podcast be about some swearing? How's the week been? Good?
Yeah, it's been a
hot week.
It has been
horrible.
Really muggy, and not in a muggy like the Love Island sense, muggy in the weather sense.
God. Hold on, there's an airplane outside.
Oh, yeah.
We never take them into, there's always some outside sounds.
Ambience.
Yeah, well... Last week it was no, that was the week before.
That was the week before.
Oh no,
I think it was the week before. Last week was the football.
It was indeed. I can remember.
Yeah, I believe it was.
All a distant memory, one I'm fucking glad is over now. Anyway. Yeah, weather's been hot this week.
It has. Yeah. But then also these crazy downpours of rain every now and again. Just to remind us that we do live in England. We can't have a nice full British summer.
No. Anyway, we've got quite a lot to get through, actually, news-wise.
We do, yeah.
I still can't believe this first story that you don't know who this is, but Richard Simmons, the fitness guru and health motivator, died and was buried in LA this week.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised as a gay man that you don't know who Richard Simmons is.
I recognised his face when I saw him, but I didn't know what he did or what he was.
He was quite the flamboyant fitness guru. He's not like, who is our version? It's not the same, but who's the health guy in this country?
Mr. Motivator.
That's it. They couldn't be any further apart.
They certainly could not. Maybe beside the spandex.
Well, yeah, well, maybe that, but yeah. I remember watching videos of him when I was young, Richard Simmons. Not in a sexual way. Was
he popular on British TV?
No, it was American TV. American TV, but I used to see him on, YouTube and stuff. But yeah. Found that very sad. This is not in the news, the script, but I did read this week that an autopsy is still pending.
Oh, okay.
They're saying that foul play has been ruled out.
But he was elderly, right? He was.
Yeah, I think he was in his 70s.
That's not that old, I suppose. Not anymore.
Well, not for someone that's a fucking fitness guru. No. You would expect him to be a lot older than that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you'd think their ticker would be going well.
Who knows?
I better watch out.
Some political bits now, and I feel like this is probably going to be the bulk of the news. But
what possibly could we be talking about?
What possibly could we be talking about? But Donald Trump has been on the road again this week at his first Republican rally since the attempted assassination of the former Mr. President. What a fucking 2 weeks it's been for the US.
I mean, they often go through some crazy times, and there's often stories about shootings, but not of a president or a presidential candidate.
Well, I'm surprised that it's taken this long. I mean, now I'm not disclosing to be honest, I'm not American, so it means fuck all to me, but true. I am surprised that this has not happened sooner.
Yeah, I am as well. I know there was a big Channel 4 dramatisation.
You keep banging on about this, but I've not seen it, so I
think it was called Death of a President. and obviously it was dramatized, but the guy looked a lot like Donald Trump. I think I remember. I never watched it, but I remember it being on and lots of controversy about it.
Just as a little bit of advice as a podcast host, do your fucking research before you start bringing it. So what is it about? Tell me the plot.
Well, it's about a attempt on a president's life. I think it. I do remember the guy who played the president looking a lot like Trump, but I believe they probably couldn't do it at the time because...
Well, of course they could do it because they did the assassination of Gianni Versace, they did the assassination of...
I know,
there's quite a few different
this
ones.
was fictionalised.
Yeah, but that was fictionalised as well, wasn't it?
But Gianni Versace was shot.
Yeah, but I don't think the events leading up to his shooting in that drama was factual by any means necessarily.
Right, okay, fine.
I could be wrong.
I think there was some dramatic license to that show, but this was totally fictional. Obviously there wasn't an attempt on his life. I think this one also had him actually shot and killed.
Anyway, I'm bored shitless about this. Keep going back to the news. Grindr crashed in Milwaukee this week with a spike in anonymous profiles during the Republican National Convention this week. So the Republican Convention was allegedly to blame for Grindr crashing.
Oh man, what did all those
a lot of gay Republicans by the
right-wing
sounds
gays do?
Wow.
Had to pleasure themselves.
Well, I mean, it's a Republican convention. A lot of I suppose because it's their Republican Party, their views on gay people are probably not as open as the Democrats. So who knows? Maybe that's why there were so many non-gays.
I don't know why this has come to my mind, but didn't someone spoof the MAGA hat with "Make America Gay Again"?
I don't know, but I can well believe it.
I'm sure I saw one of the red caps say "Make America Gay Again."
I mean, that would be the sort of thing that would be my manifesto if I was running for president. Let's make America gay again. We'll keep him with, I suppose, as I said, the bulk of this fucking news segment will be political, but we sub-edited this slightly. Joe Biden has sensationally quit the presidential race. Yeah. This comes after he's, being hit with COVID, being one, but also, I think that was the least of his worries, with his cognitive chops being constantly rolled into question. The worst one for me being mistaken, what's his name? President Zelensky as Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
Wish I had the audio to slot in here, but I didn't download it. But yeah, I mean, talk about fucking gas.
I mean, I put my foot in it sometimes, but never as much as Joe Biden has. I mean, never.
If you're going to introduce the president of Ukraine, I mean, the very least you could do is not mistake him for President
Putin. Yeah, exactly. all I did was misgender someone, so I think I've won.
I can hardly compare misgendering to mistaking a president of a really war-torn country at the moment with the president of the person that's fucking doing it.
No, and then also there was the Kamala Harris Donald Trump mishap as well, wasn't there?
Her Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Idiot.
Oh, I've got no words. I've got no words when it comes to that woman.
I think the world has dodged a bullet without wanting that pun to go too far with Donald Trump.
We have not dodged a bullet. Kamala Harris is now taking over as the presidential candidate. I don't think we've dodged a bullet. I think we're about to unleash a fucking massacre.
I have to get some tips of Trump how to dodge them.
Let's move on from that. George Kurtz, the founder and CEO of CrowdStrike, has lost £250 million of his own fortune and wiped out $9 billion from CrowdStrike's value after its faulty update caused a worldwide IT blackout affecting GP appointments and brought British airports to a total standstill.
Oof. I'd be fuming if I was at the airport and that happened.
I'd be fuming if... Imagine, just that one little mistake, though, in the company has caused worldwide disruption.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
I know, it's nuts as well. Also, I guess, is it anything to do with the Grindr outage?
Well, I don't think so. Maybe that's what caused it, but I'm pretty certain that to have that much wiped from your own personal fortune, that is a bad day at the office.
That is a bad day in the office.
That's a bad day at the office.
Wasn't he? It was quite emotional in the interview.
You would be, wouldn't you, losing fucking £250 million of your own fortune? I don't think he's emotional because he's disrupted the world's day. I think he's emotional that he's lost a tenth of his fortune.
Yeah, no, of course.
In the space of a few hours.
Yeah, no, not a good day for him. Not a good. All for his company. It's almost as bad as who was the one who did the submarine that crashed, that drowned all the rich people.
The Titan submersible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was the last time you had some poor. Well, actually, now poor guy because he's lost all his money.
Give me some of that spray. I'm very hot in here. So. Yeah. I can't remember the name of that Titan company.
No, I can't remember the guy who owned it. But again,
maybe he died as well, though, didn't he?
Did he die?
The guy was on the submarine.
Yes, he did. Of course, he did.
God, so forget about that. I can only compare being imploded at the bottom of the ocean to losing $250 million of your own fucking fortune because you make a fucking mistake.
It's kind of comparable. I'd be devastated.
I don't know. I'd rather be dead. I'd rather lose that much money than have my fucking submarine implode. But we're all different here. Strictly Come Dancing.
Oh,
where the fuck do we begin? So since we've wrote this running order of news, more has happened with Strictly Come Dancing. So, Strictly Come Dancing hit the headlines after, I hope I pronounce his name right, Graziano Di Prima was axed from the show after claims that he kicked celebrity Zara McDermott during rehearsals. This also comes after Giovanni Pierce was suspended pending a BBC investigation over misconduct claimed from Amanda Abbington and then 2 other celebrities. And since then, more's come out.
Oh God!
It's this shows. I feel like I've not seen this much scandal since Savile.
Well, it's funny because when I first saw there was scandal around this, I assumed it was some sexual assault or something like that. It hasn't. It's just assault. I don't know if that makes it any better or worse, but
I think it's just as bad.
It's just as bad, yeah. But I don't know. These dancers, they're like artists, aren't they? They probably get quite fiery, but
doesn't give you the fucking excuse to fucking hit someone.
No, I was just about to say
Imagine trying to hit me in the rehearsals. I'd be arrested. There's no fucking way. If I went on to Strictly Come Dancing, there is no way any professional dancer would even kick me or even look at me in the wrong way, because I would literally beat him up and down the fucking dance floor.
Send them flying out the studio.
Yeah, the murder on the dance floor. It'd be a fucking reconstruction if you fucking did that to me. What for these celebrities putting up for? Well, Amanda Abbington didn't, did you? I hope I say that. Is it Abington? Abington.
I don't know.
Amanda Abbington.
Yeah, okay.
I think she didn't put up with it. She quit, didn't she?
But then she didn't announce it when she quit, right? It was. Well,
she said that she quit. I can't remember what she said she quit for, but she did say, she alluded to the fact that it was stuff to do with her being on the show and her time on the show. So
for a big prime time weekend entertainment show, for anything like that to be happening, that's it. I mean, surely it's the end of that show.
I doubt it. It's the BBC. So just cover it up. Listen, this is just the beginning. They'll all end up on I'm a Celebrity next year, won't they? All these celebrities.
There'll be a sport for choice for who to book for that show.
God. It's been revealed this week that Little Mix has been hit with some scandal, and it's been claimed that Jessie Nelson's backing vocals on their last ever track as a 4 were actually an impersonator, because Jessie Nelson, and I quote, was so over it. In claims made by a producer of the track No Time for Fears, Trey Jean-Marie. So he's the producer of the last ever track that they did as a 4, and he's claimed this week on social media that the backing vocals and the vocals of Jessie Nelson were in fact not Jessie Nelson. They were an impersonator because she just couldn't be bothered to do it anymore.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. She's got a real attitude about her. I can't
stand her.
She's got a real attitude about her.
I can't stand her. And it's even more funnier now that her comeback solo career, which obviously went down like a lead balloon, the fact that it was now with P. Diddy, and it was a homage to P. Diddy, I'm like, bitch, there's no rescuing this.
That's karma for you.
Calm yourself down.
That's karma for you.
One thing I don't understand about this story is that why not just cut her out of the last ever song?
Had they announced that she'd left by that point? Maybe not, but...
Yeah, but if she can't be arsed and you've got to use backing vocals from somebody else, I'd literally be like, oh, fuck this. Just cut her out altogether. 100%. I'm assuming that maybe the video was filmed already or something.
Yeah, potentially.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. These artists...
I hardly call her an artiste. She can't fucking sing either. She used to be able to, but then she went all I don't know, like that stupid squeaky. I'm not going to even talk about the when she tried to do the accent,
the Jamaican accent.
That was one of the most cringeworthy things I've ever seen Jessie Nelson do.
So cringe.
But just cut the bitch out.
Yeah,
she was shit anyway.
She was toxic as well, by all accounts, right? She was quite mean to the other girls.
She was. I mean, I
Allegedly.
totally like it respects her quitting because her mental health was suffering. That I admire, and I did really admire her documentary that she did.
Okay.
However, that doesn't stop you being an arsehole.
No, it doesn't.
Like, everyone struggles and everyone's got things going on, but you're still an arsehole.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Call a spade a spade.
I don't like her, so she probably wouldn't like me either. But anyway, yeah.
We won't be crying over Jessie Nelson being cut out.
I don't think they've made a response or responded to that claim yet. This was just on the producer's Instagram.
Right. Why now all of a sudden? Like
know.
that song must have been at least 5-6 years ago. That long? No, maybe not that long.
Can't
When did
remember.
they split up?
Oh, I don't know. I don't really follow Little Mix that much. If it was Girls Loud, I'd know everything.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do love Little Mix. But I love them as a three.
As a three, yeah.
I think they were better.
Yeah, I think so. Was that the last performance where they got really emotional?
Yeah,
that was cute.
Aren't they?
Yeah, that was cute.
Oh. Anyway, actually, before I go on to the last news story, I've got to shout out somebody that's been listening to our pod today and has said that she's loved it. She listened to 3 on the train and now she's going to listen to some more. Her name's Rebecca. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for reaching out and telling me that you're listening as well. I've said this like from day one. We've both said it. We love it when people listen. We love it when people tell us they listen.
Absolutely.
We grow I can't get my fucking words out. We grow this podcast organically. We don't pay for any media. We don't pay for any advertisements. Like, we never do. We just grow it organically. And we really rely on people listening, sharing. That's why we bang on about it every week.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah, when we hear anyone message us to say that they have, it makes, this all worth it.
Absolutely. And we love that we made you laugh so much that you got some funny stares on the train. That's what it should be about, right?
Yeah. I mean, I get laughed at and have funny stares on the train for very different reasons. But, but yeah, we do appreciate it. There's like that guy on social media a couple of weeks ago that could pinpoint the thing that we said down to the episode, the time stamp.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck me, I can't even remember saying it. But you get people out there that know exactly. I mean, how he did that is beyond me, because I put that tweet up and within like 10 minutes he'd already known. So I'm like,
super fan.
That really baffles me. Like,
we got some super fans.
we do.
And we appreciate them all.
Yeah, we'll have to do a live one again soon, but maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.
Still recovering from the last one.
Although I was feeling a bit nostalgic about it today, when I was looking through clips of the pod. I was like, oh, remember that? That was fun. Do it again at one point.
We absolutely will. Watch this space.
Yeah. And then lastly, Ralph Schumacher released via Instagram that he has found love and has publicly indicated that he is in fact a gay man.
Yes.
Now, this has been going on for ages.
Okay.
This has been going on, and this has been a rumour in like the entertainment world for years that Ralph Schumacher was gay.
Are there any other Formula One drivers who've come out?
Probably. I don't think they're publicly come out.
Yeah.
But
It's not like football where there's a lot of hidden ones. Like,
probably is, I would say. Any sport, there's probably lots of hidden gays.
True.
But there was always like rumours that he was like I think he's dated some famous people. I'm sure he dated Katie Price.
Okay.
It's enough to turn anyone gay.
Well, yeah, exactly.
It's enough to
Yeah,
turn
I'm
anyone
surprised.
gay. Oh, fucking hell.
100%. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't know.
That's probably why he turned gay.
Yeah, enough to put you off women for life.
I'm just checking to see who's dated.
Okay.
And then we can see if that's the reason.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Personal life. Here we go. Okay, he was engaged to someone, I don't know who the fuck that is.
A woman. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. She's obviously not important enough to be on his personal life bio.
I don't think it should be important enough to put on anyone's personal life bio.
You wouldn't want it, would you?
No.
You fucking want her on your personal life bio.
I'd ask hackers.
She's a horror.
I'd ask hackers to edit the internet for me.
Anyway, yeah, I can't fucking find who he was with. But I'm sure I read somewhere that he was with Katie Price.
Okay.
Or I heard it on her podcast.
I mean, she's probably bragging about fucking sleeping with most of the world, to be honest. Slag.
Oh, I hate her. Fucking hate her. Well, anyway, yeah. We'll fact check that after.
Well, there we go. Ralph Schumacher, well done. Congratulations for coming out publicly.
He's quite a handsome chap as well,
He
isn't he?
is, actually, yeah.
Pushing it now, though, in the gay world.
I suppose so. Oh, aren't we all?
Oh, yeah, let's talk. It's my birthday
It's
yesterday.
your birthday,
It was my
yeah.
birthday yesterday.
It was indeed.
We were going to film this yesterday, but I couldn't be bothered. I wanted
Too
to
hungover from the night before.
Yeah, I was very hungover, actually. But yeah, I'm now 35, so in the gay world I'm pushing it as well, but not as much as you and Ralph.
There we go.
I've got a couple of years on my clock yet before. Anyway, so yeah, I suppose that's one of the reasons why we put the adverb clip at the start. We wanted to delve into the world of gays on this episode.
We absolutely did.
So Ralph Schumacher's come out as gay. Obviously, there's been lots of speculation over the years, signs that he was. I think there was lots of rumours flying around about him being affiliated with certain men.
Okay.
It's got me thinking.
Yeah.
Obviously, I said this last week to somebody. I was like, "Oh, this podcast is essentially about two people that came out slightly later in life, and this is all about kind of navigating our way through." Well, it started off as that. Now it's just a slut fest. But I'm like
talking about absolute filth and
which is part of it, right? But keeping with that, is like obviously we both came out quite late in life. I was previously married to a woman. I've got kids. Blah 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 blah. Were there any signs for you that you were maybe ready to bat for the other team early on?
I think there were probably loads. The first one that comes to mind was probably a really early age, because I was massively into Care Bears.
Fucking hell.
Which, I mean, if that doesn't scream your son is a raving homosexual, I don't know what does.
But you're into bears now then?
No, not at all. I think it put me off for life. But then also...
Care Bears.
But then also,
Jesus.
I don't know, there was a lot of my friends who always said and suspected and asked me if I was. Like, I often got it. I think even before I realised I was gay, I denied it. But, I mean, here I am now.
I always got, "Are you gay?" And then my parents would say, "No, he's just focusing on his education and his career." Yeah. All right. Well, Care Bear, I suppose Care Bear is a bit of a giveaway. I look like a Care Bear now, actually.
Shush.
But I do. Pink. No, I'm not talking about my fucking weight. I'm talking about my pinkness.
The pinkness, indeed, yeah.
Care Bear. But I weren't into Care Bears. No. Anything else?
I mean, I was also into She-Ra.
What the fuck's that?
It was the female version of He-Man.
I need to fact check this. She-Ra.
She-Ra, yeah.
How'd you spell that?
SHE-RA. She was hot.
Why
as
have
well.
I never heard? Yeah, but if you found her hot, then how was that a sign that you were gay? Surely you'd be into He-Man.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, she had like this unicorn pet, all sorts of things.
What the fuck is this?
But there was a lot of signs.
It's quite phallic.
Oh no, that's like an anime version. No, that's not the one I remember.
Well, these are all animes.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, she's still got the big fucking sword.
Oh yeah, she's still got the big sword. Yeah.
I've never heard.
You
of
need
this
to.
person
We'll
before.
find you a YouTube video, I'm sure somewhere.
Oh no, looking at this, I'm not interested. That looks boring. Well, this was quite late actually, but this was like when I entered the corporate world years ago, and I was at the time I didn't think that this was an overly gay thing until my sister pointed it out. And I got off the train at Bond Street once, and I was getting ready to go catch the Central line, and I had my earphones in, and Beyonce "Crazy in Love" came on. You know the dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
You know the walk that she does. I did that along the train platform, and I thought, this was fantastic. So I felt immediately I must go to Facebook and put a post up saying I just did the Crazy in Love walk along the platform, living my best life. And my sister immediately messaged me privately and was like, "That's the gayest thing I've ever seen anyone else put on social media. Take that down." And this is before I came out. And I was like, it's not that gay. It's not that gay. In hindsight, it was very gay.
Yeah, it was incredibly gay. I think that's very, very camp.
I don't know if there's anything else that's... I mean, I was always quite a camp and effeminate young child and teenager anyway, so I hardly think it came as a surprise when my family knew I started dating men.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there was any, like, massively standout things that I did, probably apart from shagging men might have been a bit of a giveaway. But what about you? Anything your family ever said or picked up on?
I don't think so. Like, I think obviously there was always the fact that I was more into, like,
Care Bears.
Care Bears. I was more into like...
Oh, it's so nice. Carry on.
I was more into, like, drama and things like that rather than sports and climbing trees and all that kind of stuff that boys traditionally do. I was I was a little fat lump as a child as well. But
as well?
Which didn't help me in the sporting world. But yeah, I don't know. I was very much... I always think I assume I took that from, like, my family or being from, like, the arty side of the tracks. But no, it's just because I was a flaming homosexual.
I used to always refuse to do sport at school, and I always used to wear a white head to toe, like a white t-shirt, white tracksuit bottoms and white trainers. And I used to say to my school teachers, I'm not getting this wet. Wet. I'm not getting this dirty. So I'm not doing that. I'm not playing rugby. I'm not playing football. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I never did it. So that's probably a bit of a fucking giveaway. Oh.
But I don't know. I can't think of anything else. Some of my friends might say that I had quite a... At the time, I think I positioned it as being quite a feminist and not wanting female strippers to come to our student union. And I made a big thing about that. It's not that it's degrading, but I probably would have said that it was a bunch of guys.
Well, there's been a couple of things that you've said on this podcast which very much alluded to the fact that you were homosexual. Let's take a couple of clips quickly. You can tell when I'm in charge of the edit, can't you? Let's play there and then let's see what we think about it.
Okay, there we go.
You sucked a carrot off. What? Why?
No, I wanted to see it. I was practicing my gag reflex.
You sucked a carrot off.
No, I didn't. And I was like, girl, you
know. That's what you did. Girl.
I didn't
Did he know you were gay?
I put it in my mouth.
Girl.
I mean, when you play them back to back, like, yeah, sure that.
Listen, sucking off a carrot, that is the most... Like, that's the least heterosexual thing I've ever heard in my life. She wanted to see how could you deep throat.
Just curious.
Lordy.
I was just curious.
Well, it ain't fucking... it's not a heterosexual thing to do,
No,
it?
exactly, yeah. I'm not curious anymore. Let's just say that.
Well, anyway, let's listen to some of... Other people, shall we say, that...
Yeah, let's move the limelight away from me and my...
That's always going to make an appearance, those clips. But anyway, there's a few other stories that we've had, and a few quotes of people that have shared their experiences of A, things they might have done that alluded to the fact they were gay, or B, being caught in the act of being gay.
Okay.
So let's see if we can relate to any of these. Where are they? Right, so first one, I mean, fucking hell. My dad walked in on me shoving my tongue down a guy's throat and sitting on his dick right where I usually play my video games. Well, that would be a bit of a giveaway, wouldn't it? Your dad walking in and you sitting on a guy. Fucking hell. I thought we were going to be eased into this, but I mean, there's no getting out of that one.
I mean, I will admit to not quite the same thing because I didn't have my tongue down his throat, but I had some friends over and we were playing computer games and I was sat on his lap.
Well, that sounds a little bit innocent compared to this.
A little bit more innocent, but still, my mum probably wondered why I was sitting on his lap where there was a room full of chairs.
God, like, you could probably somehow gloss over the fact that you had your tongue down his throat and you could have just said, oh, we'll just experiment, but if you were sitting on his penis,
yeah, exactly,
midway through doing it, I don't think any amount of convincing to
there's
your
no
dad
explaining that. No explaining that.
It's going to get around.
There's only one response to that.
Oh my god, it gets worse. It gets worse. Keeping with the family. I was caught once by my sister. She walked into my room while my best friend had his cock deep in my throat. She was the only one at the time that knew I was kind of curious, so it was a little bit awkward. The other time I was caught by my ex who walked in on her brother bending me over the couch. We broke up after that. Fucking hell. I mean, there's one thing being caught by your sister, but being then caught by your girlfriend because you're being railed by her brother.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah.
I draw the line out.
Yeah, that's a step too far.
I mean, that is one way to come out as gay. That could have sat nicely in with the confessions part.
They could have done,
podcast,
yeah,
but,
could have been.
But yeah, I mean, if you're going to come out, you want people to know that you're gay. I mean, that's taking the piss, but that is definitely one way to do it.
Also, if you're going to sleep with your girlfriend's brother, maybe don't do it in their house as well.
Yeah. Also, the fact that she was at home, I almost need more context to this story. Like,
exactly.
Did she just go out to
maybe
the supermarket?
Yeah, maybe ask her if they go downstairs, get some drinks. Quick 2 minutes.
Sounds like it could be on Pornhub, couldn't it? This one. Oh God. So this isn't really a gay one, but he's obviously wrote it, and he said, I don't know whether my girlfriend's friend is gay because I caught him sniffing my socks. I'm 25 and my girlfriend and I had not long moved in together, and she had her best friend over who was a guy. I'd come in from work and got changed straight away. Brackets, I work as a firefighter, so I really needed to change. I threw my clothes and my socks on the floor in the bathroom and forgot about them. Hours later, I come upstairs to find her friend with my socks at his nose, sniffing them. I don't think he knew I saw, but then he stopped. I do feel a little bit weirded out by it. Do I tell my girlfriend, or do I say nothing? But I do think that this guy is gay. I mean, it is quite a gay thing to do, I'm not going to lie. But maybe he just has a fetish.
Yeah, the socks thing throws me off. I mean, if it was like underwear, then I could understand, but like the fact that there's socks.
But
I guess it's still the sweatiness and the...
Yeah, maybe he's just like, maybe he lusts after him and just wants to smell his... I don't know. It
is quite a gay thing to do.
Well, I would say that if he's sniffing your clothes and your socks and not his friends, who's the girl, that probably brings a little bit...
Yeah, I would agree.
Brings that into question a little bit. Whether I would tell my girlfriend, I don't know.
Yeah.
I personally would have a chat with him.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, dude, I kind of saw what you were doing. Like, it's fine. Maybe just don't touch my clothes next time you're over.
Yeah.
Don't know if I would tell her.
No, I think that's personal to that guy. If he's not out yet, don't out him. Let him do it in his own time. How
awkward though. Like, you know, I think I can already imagine some people saying the fact that her best friend is a boy.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that stereotype because girls can have friends that are guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think a few people would say, well, the fact that they're friends could be a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily buy that. But him sneaking upstairs to sniff on your socks and your clothing, to me, feels a little bit gay.
Yeah. Also, good on the guy for not, like, running in, shouting, screaming. Like, I respect that. He's taking it with a pinch of salt. He's going to address it. Yeah.
I mean, this next one's just a bog standard one. I was home during a break from college, and my dad basically caught me watching hardcore gay porn.
Well, there's a telltale sign there.
That's a telltale sign, and I think that's probably one of the most popular ways of getting caught. This guy actually went one further and made a video about his horrifying experience, but I did listen to the video and I didn't think it was worth putting in the pod. But I do like, obviously I can relate a little bit to that, where I think I've been caught on and off over the years watching porn.
Yeah.
In particular, gay porn.
Yeah.
And I've tried to hush it up a little bit. Certainly I've been caught with it on my history. In fact, even when I was like seeing a guy at the time and I wasn't out, but I was seeing him regularly, I left a lot of my windows open, which I just do on my phone, like they've been there for years and stuff, but he saw one of my windows on my phone and he flipped.
Really?
But he knew I was with him, so
yeah.
But I do understand that that's probably quite a bog standard way of being caught, I suppose.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm also from the time pre the internet, and so I had, like, not magazines, but I used to, like, take clippings of hot guys and have like pictures of hot guys that I would use, but I was almost certain that I had this amazingly secretive place that no one knew was there, but almost certainly my mum knew it was there. She certainly saw it. Probably wasn't a surprise.
Ooh, well, anyway, this next one, yes, he was like, I can relate to this. I was 16 at the time and I fell asleep with one hand on my dick and the other one holding my phone with the porn on it, gay porn on it. Woke up to my mum shaking me awake, asking me what the hell was on my phone. I told her it was just a pop-up and I know she didn't fucking believe me. Well, if you're falling asleep with your hand on your cock and your phone in your other hand open with porn, I don't think there's a way of wiggling out of that one. I think
surely your phone must have gone to sleep and wouldn't have been on.
I don't know. Not if you're watching a video though. It probably won't.
Probably not. Yeah.
I don't think it would go into standby mode.
Also, probably not a very good video if it's making you fall asleep.
Yeah. Or maybe he came and then he gets too tired.
Maybe.
Some people do that.
Maybe.
For me, it's the complete opposite. I'm like a fucking Duracell bunny. Once that happens to me, I can't sleep, which is another reason why I don't like to do anything of a night. Like when I say nighttime, I mean before bed. No fucking way.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I've heard that it does make people really tired, so maybe that's why.
Yeah.
However, it's more funny to think that it was probably the most boring porn that he's ever watched in his life.
Exactly.
The next one. This one's not sexual, but I love it. He said, "Oh my God, my sister walked in my room and caught me voguing, and now I think I have to tell her that I'm gay. I'm not ready and don't want to because I'm tired of having to hide myself, but I don't want to tell anyone right now because I fear that I'm unsafe, and I don't want to deal with questions from my family and their backwards way of thinking. So I'm just kind of angry that I wasn't more careful. I can't look at her right now because I feel weird. I just wish it was all a dream." Babes, you were just voguing in your bedroom.
Yeah. Everyone dances in their room.
But you can imagine, can't you? Like,
maybe if it was really flamboyant, but still, I don't know. I think you could have got away with that.
I feel really sad the fact that he said his parents have got backward ways of thinking. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I can't help but think that that's quite a cute way to come out. Oh, all right. You caught me voguing. That's a nice way to get caught.
Yeah.
Like the first guy that was riding on the dick.
That's it, exactly. Tongue down his friend's throat.
This guy's just living his best life and voguing.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not just a gay thing to... I mean, voguing is...
Oh my God, it totally is. And
the
Madonna.
Yeah, I guess it does come from the gay ballroom scene, doesn't it? But yeah, no, okay, fair enough, yeah.
Oh, that one's cute.
I mean, that reminds me of... I mean, I used to know the dance to the Macarena.
Oh, that was on here. When I was asking people questions, somebody said that one.
But I did it in front of a room full of people, all my friends and my family.
Yeah, that's the show. I was the same. I knew the dance to Tragedy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I knew the whole dance.
Yeah.
And it was at my karate graduation. I used to do karate when I was a kid.
Okay.
Me and my friend Heidi at the time. Her name was Heidi. She ain't my friend no more.
Okay.
But we stood up and did the whole of it. And my poor parents was in the audience at this karate graduation.
I also had that. I don't know why this reminds me of that as well. But at my primary school, the final year, I remember I did the solo of "Heal the World" by Michael Jackson.
Oh, I'm not talking about Michael Jackson on this one. You know how I feel about it.
There we go.
No, I like Michael Jackson.
I know, I still do.
I don't believe in any of those bullshit stories.
No. But yeah, maybe singing it, rehearsing it in my room all the time. I had to do it for school.
Mm. This next one, kind of relating to what you've said, but then I kind of love the follow-on. He said, I was caught collecting headless torso pics from underwear boxes. Now I spend my time looking at headless torso pics on Grindr.
There's an evolution there somewhere.
That is definitely the evolution of being gay. I do relate to that though, because I used to love looking at the underwear photos in the Argos catalogue.
Yeah, no, I did.
Not Argos catalogue.
Littlewoods.
It'd be a bit weird if I was wanking off to the Argos catalogue. Oh my God.
Yeah, I did that as well. I'm sure I tore out a couple of pages now.
I think everyone did when you were like, especially boys that was curious about boys.
Yeah.
It would have been like, I can relate to that one.
Love a good male underwear shot.
That was my porn back in the day. Oh, I love this next one. I knew I was gay because my grandmother and I used to watch Keeping Up Appearances. I love Hyacinth. Yes.
Oh, yeah, well, I used to watch that.
She's a gay icon.
She is a gay icon.
She's a fucking gay... Yeah. Have we had her on here yet?
No.
Not Patricia Routledge at 94 years old.
Oh, I would love that.
So would I. That. But we've not had a clip of her.
I don't think we've had her
next
yet,
week, Hyacinth Bouquet.
Yeah.
Love that one.
But then there's so many of those comedy shows, you know. Well, we just had Adina and Patsy, of course. Another one that I used to watch all the time at home.
Yeah. Same. Oh, next one. I danced the Macarena on Just Dance in the sassiest way possible. Very gay thing to do.
Very gay thing to do.
Do you know what? I love reading all these. Like, these things make me laugh. It's like, we don't realise back in the day when you're trying to be a closet gay,
yeah,
and you're trying not to come out, you do these things, and everyone's like, oh, fucking hell. He's be like, oh, Ronnie's at it again.
Well, that's it. No one said, oh, look, they're a really good dancer. Like, you never got that. He's a really good dancer.
I mean, if you dance into the Macarena in a sassy way. The next one, I was sitting in the backseat of my neighbour's car. He was a gay teacher. Firstly, I hope that you were of age in this.
Yes.
Yes, he was. He was a manual driver, and when he shifted the gears, his elbow would raise my knee. I was 16 at the time, maybe a little bit younger. Anyway, every time he would shift the gears and his elbow would graze my knee, I would be so titillated and excited by his touch. This was a very innocent and telling experience, and that's what made me know I was gay at the time. Again, it goes back to those like little things as when you're growing up and you're hitting puberty and you're coming out, you know, those little
of course,
attractions that you get to. I can understand this one, a teacher, a gay teacher, hot teacher, like I am a bit concerned that he was in the teacher's car. But then there were neighbours. Maybe we should drop him off. Get this. Look at us trying to see the worst in this gay teacher.
I don't think I ever had any crushes on teachers at all in my time.
I did. His name was Mr. Patterson. And he married my English teacher, who was called Miss Di Martino. And she was stunning as well. She was English, but she was Italian. And then they started seeing each other, and he was so fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't have. There were no other teachers, I don't think. Oh, I had a teacher called Mr. Lacoste that was quite high. He was French.
Nice.
Not really into French people, like French men though.
No.
But he was kind of good looking. But
No, I never
many gay crushes on gay teachers. To be fair.
No, I never. Yeah, I never had any teachers who I lusted after.
Last one. My favourite episodes of my favourite TV shows were about one or more of the characters being gay. Everybody Loves Raymond, What's With Robert, The Office, The Gay Witch Hunt, Seinfeld, The Outing. I just felt very comfortable whenever I watched those episodes in a way that I hadn't felt before. Mm-hmm. So I knew I was gay. These were a lot of older... I'm assuming this is an older gay man because these shows are...
not
older.
all of them.
Well, yeah, they're not like... There's lots of...
Seinfeld's quite old, yeah.
But there's lots of gay characters in loads of shows now. Back then, I imagine, like The Office and Seinfeld.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Well, if you relate to the gay characters and you focus on that, then that's...
Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. I guess...
telling, I suppose.
Like I said, that back then there were fewer characters depicted as gay or already kind, so... Yeah, no.
Wow. Well, yes, it's been an enlightening one for me. A lot of these I can relate to.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm sure there's more to come. I'm sure after this I'll think of half a dozen other signs that...
There was a guy on social media that did a checklist on signs that you might be gay, which I thought might be quite interesting to include in this. Okay. Sound is not the best quality. However, I do think it's quite funny. There are a couple that you might be able to relate to a little bit. And I suppose it loops all of this in quite nicely. So let's give it a listen and let's see if we can relate to any of what he says, I suppose. So let's run the clip.
Do you frequently find yourself looking at gay porn? Dude, you might be gay. Do you like watching the guy when you watch straight porn? Dude, you might be gay. Do you secretly check out guys' crotches as you walk down the street? Dude, you might be gay. Do you admire the bodies of other guys as you're working out at the gym? Dude, you might be gay. Do you enjoy football, figure skating, baseball, basketball, gymnastics, or hockey? Dude, you might be gay. Do you get turned on when a nice dude says, dude, you turn me on? Dude, you might be gay. Do guys make you smile and feel good inside? Dude, you might be gay. Do you find yourself thinking about guys at work, school, in the bathroom, or at church? Dude, you might be gay. Do you think Jake Gyllenhaal or Anderson Cooper is hot? Or do you like Kathy Griffin? Dude, you might be gay. Does the thought of having hot, passionate, orgasmic, oh my god, this feels so great, never-ending, passionate, oh my god, daddy, yes, let's keep going, mind-blowing, orgasmic, wonderful, amazing, outstanding sex with another guy, does that turn you on? Does that, thinking about that, turn you on? Dude, maybe, just maybe, you might be gay.
I mean, there's a lot to unpack with that.
There's no maybe about it.
Well, some of them, although some of them made gay people sound like predators.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
I'm like, half of those, some I can relate to, some I can't.
Yeah. The sport one I didn't get.
No, I didn't get that one either. Like,
also, controversial, I don't find Jake Gyllenhaal sexy.
I did when I was watching him in The Day After Tomorrow.
Okay.
Years ago, though, but not anymore. Okay. But one that I do not... There was two in there that I actually just don't agree with at all. I do not admire other people's bodies at the gym.
No.
Absolutely not. I can't... when I'm at the gym, I don't even want to look at other people. I'm not there for that, so... No, not really. I don't understand that one. But listen, I'm not the only gay person in the world, True. So other people might. The gay porn and watching the guys in straight porn, I kind of understand that. Yeah. I probably have in the past.
That was probably
done
my
that.
Way, yeah.
I probably started to focus on the men more than the women, even though back in the day I probably was focused on both. But yes, I do understand that one.
Yeah, there were a lot there. I think it's. There's a lot there that you can relate to.
When he said, do guys make you smile or feel good inside? I'm like, what are we talking about here? When you say, do they make you feel good inside? What do we mean by feel good inside? There's a whole lot into that one. So, in short, no, when they smile at me, they don't make me feel good inside in a soppy way. No. But in the bedroom... I can't say the same thing.
That's very true. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I would 100% agree with that as well.
There's a bit of ambiguity with that one, dude. And he said, "Do you get turned on when a dude says something nice and says that you turn him on?" No. No, I get turned on when a guy tells me that he's got a champagne fridge and he's got a nice job. And he loves Los Angeles. That's what turns me on.
Okay, there we go.
No, when you say that I look good and I turn you on, that don't turn me on, babes.
No.
No, you tell me you got a good job, you've got a champagne fridge, you love champagne, and you love taking me to LA. I'll hit them sheets hard. But yeah, definitely some of those I definitely relate to.
Yeah.
I love the last one. Do you, like... Amazing, mind-blowing, daddy, keep going, oh my god.
Kind of turned me on a little bit.
Really? But maybe I should hook you up with him.
No.
I'll send you his YouTube handle after.
I think that'll be okay.
But yeah, no, I did love that checklist. Some of them, Anderson Cooper, definitely not. Jake Gyllenhaal, yeah, back in the day. Kathy Griffin I do love, but she annoys the fuck out of me.
Yeah, she's
But I do understand that gays love her.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, anyway, let's rush back into the closet now, and let's maybe that we'll read some slutty confessions from people out the closet. I'm not sure how worse you can get after those.
I know some of those are pretty confessional.
Some of those are pretty damning.
Yeah.
God, it's been a very controversial episode. What of the politics around?
Well, indeed, it's only going to get worse from here.
Well, yeah, let's make this a lot worse than it is, and let's read some slutty confessions. Now, we all love this is my favourite part of the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I love this is my favourite part. I look forward to doing. I look forward to the slutty confession segment every week.
We definitely serve some corkers, I think.
Yes, for sure. We don't have many to get through this week, but let's dive straight in. So this guy or girl, this is an anonymous. Oh no, he's #gay confession.
Okay.
So yesterday I was really horny and on sniffies. So what's sniffies? Maybe that's poppers.
Oh, maybe.
I'm assuming. Okay. Who knows? Anyway, so yesterday I was really horny on sniffies, and some old guy asked if he could suck my dick on Grindr, and I said sure. So he picked me up, and then we went to a park After we got there, I pulled down my pants, and the thing that grossed me out the most was when he took out his dentures. After that, he sucked me for a good 10 minutes, and then I came in his mouth. I felt like a slut, but I would definitely do it again. Oh my god, imagine hooking up with someone and they take out their dentures.
That would be a massive no for me.
Gummy, talk about a gummy blowjob.
No, that would be awful.
You know when people sometimes say bit toothy. Complete fucking opposite.
Quite the opposite, yeah.
Oh, I bet it was well slobbering.
I don't want to think about it.
Oh. If he was a circumcised guy, I could imagine that being better. But if you are uncircumcised, I really don't get the fascination in that.
Also, I just like to go back to the word sniffies. Poppers is not where my mind went to at first.
What did you think?
I thought it was some kind
Back
of...
to the guy sniffing the socks again.
No, I thought... Well, kind of. I thought it was some kind of website where you could find people who would sniff your pants and socks for you.
Maybe we'll set up one.
I'm surprised there isn't that in existence already.
God.
Sniffies.
Fucking hell. This whole confession is hilarious, but it's fucking gross.
It is absolutely gross.
Sniffy gross. 1 minute, and then just... Where did he put his teeth?
Oh, you're not going to put them on the ground in the park.
So then maybe he wanted to come in his mouth. You know, like they put some in the olden days. They used to put dentures in milk.
Yeah, different form of calcium.
Oh. Okay, yeah, that's like some confession. Next one. Yesterday, I met a guy at his house. We had sex and then we went out for coffee. We talked about just life in general, and I told him about a relative of mine that needed money. To be specific, £1,250, and I don't have it now because I'm waiting for my new credit card. He gave me £500 with a sorry, it's all I can give you. I said to him, is this a loan? And he said, no, it's a gift. If you want more, call me. I would like to have dinner with you again, meaning all day together. Fuck me, he's hit the jackpot.
Wow.
Talk about an expense. He must have been really good in the bedroom to get £500.
Absolutely.
We all about my story last time, but £500.
Well, work your way up to the top, babe.
Fucking hell.
That's a lot to give a stranger, effectively.
Well, yeah. I must say his name on here is doucheboy number 13.
Well, he's kept keeping it well.
God, talk about a ballsy move. Like, fair play. I mean, if you need money and he's free, I don't know if I would accept £500 from a stranger. I think there's something about that which I'd feel quite awkward about.
Yeah, I don't know. It also makes you think. I wonder if it was an older man. Was it like a daddy kind of thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Daddy.
Like a sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, fair play. I mean, if he was willing to give it to you and he was rich and he didn't care, then great.
And you weren't paying it back. Oh,
yeah.
I'd take it.
I don't know. There's something about it. I'd feel quite weird.
You would feel. I would feel absolutely dirty afterwards.
I feel dirty and rich. What? I need some lubrication now.
But they met on Grindr, so effectively you could have taken the money and then just blocked him, I suppose.
Wow. Yeah, but if he's asking to meet up again, he can probably get more out of it.
Yeah, well, exactly, yeah.
Anyway, this is from someone called Layla.
Okay.
Layla's a bit of a slut.
Welcome to the podcast, Layla.
She said, feeling mischievous once during a flight of mine, I thought of adding some excitement by hiding a small surprise in me before going to the airport. When she says small surprise, she's downplaying this because the name of this confession is I got caught with a 12-inch dildo in me. To my surprise, the metal detector exposed my secret. I had to confront the guard at the airport and endure the humiliating experience of revealing it. Extracting it was embarrassing and the guard's expression was unforgettable. I wonder what other travellers thought, especially as I had to endure a 5-hour flight with them. I'm still trying to recover from the shame. Now, there's being naughty, but shoving a 12-inch dildo up you and going through customs and security is probably not the right thing to do.
I've got a lot of questions. How does she get 12 inches up there and to stay there?
She's trained.
Also, did she have to pull it out? Like at those little little gates.
One of those little,
conveyor belts
trays
with the things.
1 minute.
I know exactly what you're looking for, sir, madam.
Oh, got any electricals yet? 1 minute. Fucking hell.
And also, why would they set up the metal detectors? I thought a lot of them were like silicon or.
Well, some of them are like got that metal coating, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or if there's a battery. and there's like the little metal prongs in it, then that would set it off.
I guess so, yeah, of course.
Jesus. That's a rookie mistake, though. Like, you should have known that you would get caught with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially sometimes they make you randomly go through that fucking body scanner as well.
I wish they added that. Could you imagine the look on the security officer's face?
I'd be like, go through, go through.
Oh, you naughty minx.
Yeah. Look at you little slut. I can see what you got hidden. You imagine I going through nothing to declare. Anyway, the next one. I met my boyfriend in work, and we'd started... Sorry, let me start that again. I met my boyfriend in work, and when we started, he was seeing a girl much younger than him and was very pretty. He was a cool guy and was very upset when they broke up. She left the job shortly after, and I consoled him as I was working with him regularly. We built up a relationship, and he became my boyfriend. 2+ years later, he still has pictures of her on his phone, which I've never confronted him about. I think it's safe in the knowledge that he's forgot about them. However, I look at these photos and get instantly turned on. For one, she is perfect in every way, absolutely stunning. Yes, it makes me jealous, but I imagine them together sexually and I get instantly turned on. When he's asleep, I sneak his phone, look at them and masturbate sometimes. When I have sex with him, I think of her and what she may have done with him, and I want to be better. Mm-hmm. And that's quite the kink.
Yeah, that's quite the kink, yeah.
I can safely say I would not be finding that attractive if I had a partner that had... pictures of their ex on their phone.
No, absolutely
I would be throwing that phone at their face.
Yeah.
And not
I agree.
sneaking it off to...
Fudge yourself off.
Well, each to their own. I quite like that confession. It is quite a slutty confession, but yeah, I don't know how I'd react.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't like that of my partner to be doing that. I wouldn't...
Even
if I wanted to...
Most people wait for their partner to go to sleep to steal their phone to find out what they can catch them out on.
Yeah.
This girl steals the phone because she wants to go rub one off.
Well, that's equally quite sad. Like, why is she rubbing herself off when she's got a boyfriend there?
Well, she likes the idea of him, fudging his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
quite a kinky one, that is.
It's quite a kinky one, yeah.
Wow. I mean, if she's okay with it, then
Yeah,
fine.
fair enough, yeah.
All I will say on that one is... I have a feeling that'll rear its ugly head in a few years' time, but...
I agree. I agree. Until then, enjoy yourself, I guess.
Next one. I've always had unrestricted access to my neighbour's house and could free roam. They were so unbelievably careless with their dirty underwear that it got to a point where I thought they knew I was being set up, but they were left flying around everywhere. Turns out I wasn't being set up, and I've had so many years of fun stealing my neighbour's dirty underwear and jerking off into those stolen panties. Looking back on it, it was very risky and was a miracle I was never caught in the act. Although I came close to getting rumbled on more than one occasion, I regret none of it. Now this one I can understand a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like if, they're turned on by they think their neighbour's fit as fuck.
Yeah.
That you've seen it. You get, this is a cliche.
Yeah.
This is a cliche one. It's like, oh God, sniffing the panties.
Yeah, exactly.
So I understand that one a little bit more than the one that we read in the gay segment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not surprised by this. If you've got free reign of your neighbour's house and you fancy your neighbour, then
there we go. Yeah.
When in Rome, go and sniff their pants.
Yeah.
You would hope that they weren't like proper grotty though, wouldn't you? Like,
yeah, not like
picking it up and it's
ones.
like stained and like rotting and.
But again, some people are into that. I suppose. All about the skid marks.
Oh God, no skid marks.
Also, did they have a key to the person's house?
I assume so.
Yeah, not like breaking an entry, because that would be the worst crime.
Well, no, she said he or she said they got free roam of the house.
Yeah, true.
So there's two more, and this one is my favourite confession in the history of this podcast.
Okay, here we go.
It's nothing major, but I just love it.
Let's hear it then.
So the title is I've spunked in my neighbour's coffee. I'm selling my house, and it's just gone on the market after a lot of renovation. My partner bumped into our neighbour who was heading to work and invited her in for a quick look around. I said hi. She put her bags down and her coffee on the kitchen island. She then headed upstairs to go to the toilet. Now, my neighbour is hot, young and very entitled, and her husband is a wet fish. I saw the coffee and couldn't help myself. I stroked myself hard, took the lid off and dunked my cock in it. It was fucking hot and verging on burning, but the sensation just made me harder. I quickly stroked one out while I was listening to them chatting about the renovation and imagining fucking her hard and spunking her cunt. She left sipping it and headed for her super important meeting. And I just keep getting hard thinking of her drinking it. Fucking hell.
I mean, it's...
Spunked in her coffee.
That is... I would understand. I thought the story was going to be that the neighbour was a real bitch and he didn't like her.
Well, he said that she's really entitled.
Yeah.
But she's really hot. And her husband's a bit of a wet fish.
Probably the best coffee she's had all year.
That is literally the funniest confession. I mean, that is borderline terrible. Well, I say borderline, it is terrible, but it's fucking hilarious.
We're living for those ones.
That is a wild confession.
That is
but
wild.
It's one that I did find funny when I saw it.
And how long did
Imagine her like drinking it and having like a little white, you know, like sometimes they have the frothy coffee.
Milk moustache, yeah, that's not a milk moustache.
Oh God!
And how quickly did he tug one out to be able to? I mean, I
Maybe
can't imagine he had a lot of time to do it.
Maybe it comes quick.
Maybe.
Well, if the partner was upstairs showing her the renovations and stuff, then maybe, who knows?
That is a great confession. It's an awful but a great confession.
And then the last one. You know. Right. She says, I'm 18 years old and I'm a lesbian, and I would literally do anything to get farts from another girl. I also don't really mind how they look or how old they are. I'm assuming she means the girl there and not the fart.
Yeah.
If they fart on me, I'm in heaven. I even went so far as to have sex with couples in order to get the farts from the wife in the couple. I let them do pretty much anything as long as that I get their farts. I have a massive fart fetish. How do you explain that to a couple?
Yeah, and how does she make them? I mean, you can't guarantee that someone will fart during sex.
Well, no, but I assume that's part of it. She tells them, like, fart in my face or something, or in my mouth.
I can't think of anything worse. Oh,
I love it when these sort of confessions are read.
I mean,
me laugh.
Yeah, I'm sure there's been situations where I've been with a guy and they've farted. Sometimes maybe in my face, but I don't know. I can't think of it's something that's particularly turned me on.
Imagine if you go out in the gay world, it's easy because if you've been having like anal sex and you push a lot of air in, that I can understand that. But this woman, this is not an accident.
No.
She says, I'm a lesbian and I would literally do anything to get farts from other girls. What if she's been on protein all day? It stinks. Or what if she follows through by accident?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That changes it into a whole different kink.
Yeah, a different kink completely.
You're talking from like dom to then like a bit of a scat fest. God. Oh, I love that one.
I don't know. That is not an area that I want to be near when that happens. But hey, if it gets you off, then it gets you off.
Well, that was a lovely last confession to round off the podcast, isn't it?
Indeed. Well, yeah, there we go.
You know.
All gone up in hot air.
Why do people listen to this?
If you listen to this on a train and you're cracking up, please keep letting us know.
Yeah, I should have said this at the start of the episode. Put some headphones in. But if anybody relates to any of those, listen, if anybody relates to those, they're definitely not going to let us know that. But please hit us up.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we always appreciate the feedback and the comments.
Yeah, well, that was a lovely confession segment. So let's close the book.
Indeed.
Please continue to like, share, subscribe. Give us a rating. Tell your friends, tell your family, as always. But please, please, please give them a little bit of a disclaimer and put some fucking earphones in.
Absolutely, yeah.
So you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Prime, Audible, and all other streaming platforms.
Indeed, we're everywhere. You can find us
on TikTok at
RBTW Official,
and we're also on X at Read Between the Rants Official as well. We get a lot of traffic on that now, which is great.
We do, yes.
But yeah, please continue to show the love. And,
Indeed.
Spread the word. like an STD.
Spread the word, not your ass cheeks.
Yeah. Oh, no, do both.
Yeah.
Listen to us while you're spreading your ass cheeks.
Oh,
It's
there
even
we
fun.
go.
It's even more fun.
Exactly, yeah.
So we shall see you on next week's ep.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye.